Welcome to the DM Dad onboarding video. In this video, I'm going to walk you through exactly what I walk people through on calls when I get on calls with them that typically results in them getting interested conversations with their ideal prospects for their offer. So without further ado, just act like this is a call, do a one-on-one, just keep this playing and do everything like in the background while this video is playing. Like, you don't need to skip ahead. If you want the best results, I know it might be a little bit boring, but I'm going to try to be as informative as possible rather than entertaining, just so I can get you the best results with DM Dad. So the first thing you want to do is just click the download DM Dad for Chrome. And once that's installed, go ahead and open the folder. And what you can do is double tap it if you're on Mac, or right click and just click extract here. You'll get this folder of the DM Dad version 1.3.0. This is the current version as of this tutorial. I'm going to walk you through the keyword DMer, audience hijack, and the profile finder in this video. So when you first unzip it, what I want you to do is just put it into your documents folder, because whenever new versions are there, what you'll do is just basically go to the other versions that you unpack and just hit Control C, go to the documents of where it is, and just Control V, paste it and update it. I hope that makes sense. For right now, if you have questions updating it, we can talk more about that in the Telegram chat if you just hit me up. But the next thing is we want to go into the extensions tab for Chrome. So how we get there is at the top right, there's this ... thing, and we want to go in about the middle of it, and we'll see these extensions thing where we can click manage extensions. So once we're here on the extensions tab, we want to enable developer mode at the top right. So the reason for this is because DM Dad is basically against the terms of service on the Chrome store, because it is a very general extension and is an automation, which on the Chrome store TOS says like they don't want automations this powerful on the Chrome store. That's the first reason. The second reason is Chrome store updates are slow. I have an extension called X Reply Counter on the Google Chrome store and another one called X Efficiency. And every single time it just takes so long to actually get them updated. And the third reason is Chrome extensions have something called an extension ID. So websites are actually able to tell what Chrome extensions you have based on that ID. So without it being on the Chrome store, it makes DM Dad 100% invisible. Now, once developer mode is enabled, at the top left, we just want to click load unpacked. And we want to navigate to where we have extracted the folder in documents. We want to click that folder, and then you should be seeing like all these documents in it. We want to be in the folder with this manifest.json file, and we'll just select it. And you'll see right here, it is installed. We got it right here. I have two versions. You can just ignore this. This is the one that I use that has all of like my data, but we're going to be starting with a fresh instance of it just to get it set up for you. So now, if you haven't already, just make sure like X is closed on all other things. But if you just go to x.com, you'll now see that DM Dad is installed with everything there. And we're going to get set up right away with the keyword DMer to make this thing work. So I'm going to use basically ChatGPT to help us with this. So I know you have an offer. You probably have like a lead magnet or something you want to offer to like the people that you DM. So this is what we're going to tell ChatGPT. So you say, hey, well, you don't say, hey, you say, my offer is, then you say your offer. My case is I help people send more DMs to their target audience with DM Dad, cold auto DM tool. The base message template I have is, hey, name, you seem cool. I have thing, curious, what do you think of thing? Mind if I send it over for free? So you want to say that I already have my message template that I want to send, but if you don't know what message template to send, just using ChatGPT will help you a lot. So let's say you got your message template That's great. Let's plug the message template into here. And like I said, like you should just be doing this while I'm, talking through this right now. Like figure out your message template, be writing it down through there. So I already kind of know what I like doing here exactly. I have my message template. I have a cold outreach tool for social media. Well, for me, I'm building a cold outreach tool for social media. I'm curious, what do you think about cold outreach? Would you like to try my tool for free? So something like that is exactly what you want to put in the message template. Now for the keywords to include. Now, what I like to do is just go to ChatGPT again and say, create me a list of keywords for my offer, separate it by comma, that I can use in the to detect in bio/profile. Now this will just give you a solid list of keywords for people that would be good fit for your offer, and you could really try a lot of these if you want, just to get the prompt and get the keywords right. For me, this honestly looks pretty good. Now for keywords to exclude, there's a few things you can do here. You can exclude countries if you want. I'm not going to walk through that just because I know there's people from all over the world watching this. I don't want to offend anybody. And you could also put keywords to exclude here, that if you see people who are like seeing your thing, like that, if you see people that have a certain keyword in their bio that you want to exclude, then you want to do it. Like, for example, if you're targeting coaches, you might want to put football in this exclude field right here. I'm going to leave this blank for now. Now, these minimum and maximum followers, it really depends on who you're targeting. For me, I target people with more of like a lower following count, so I don't want to do anyone more than 8,000. Now for this, you can skip verified users if you want. So like you only DM unverified users. Also depends on your offer. And if you have an account that's like not verified, I do recommend having a verified account, because verified accounts that are a bit old let you send up to 450 DMs per day safely. So that's just something to note there. If you don't have that, you maybe can send around 20 DMs per day on an unverified account before you get rate limited and a CAPTCHA shows up that you have to prove you are human. And if it does happen while you're using the tool, there's literally nothing to worry about. It would happen if you weren't using the tool, because this is undetectable. There's literally no way for anyone to know that this is running. It's just something X does when they detect people doing a lot of like bulk actions on unverified accounts, and then it wouldn't really happen that much. So this is the verified users. So you can, if you have the pro plan, you can check this checked, so you only message verified users. You can like recent posts, which really helps with response rates and also just gets you more followers. Which I noticed that some people have closed DMs. I like their post with DM dad, and then they end up following me, which is pretty freaking cool. Now this Deep Scan Search Pro, what this does is it actually goes into the search functionality. If you have like a hyper specific keyword, you can, let's say we want to search, this is just like neurosurgeon. Sorry if I'm not spelling that right, but you can just literally see everybody here with neurosurgeon in their bio. We can just go through and DM everybody. So that's what this deep scan search is for. But if you're kind of more general, like me, then what's going on here? Then you can go on and use the just keywords in the bio that are good. So what was going on there, by the way, is there's no one in the database, so except for a few people, so it was just going through and clicking them, but it's working right now. This is the auto DM. It's literally going to only DM people who go and have certain keywords in their profile picture. And this algorithm goes on forever. Like, it just keeps basically finding matches of keywords of the profiles, and then it goes through the following and followers of them. And what it does is just continually goes through and it never runs out of profiles to search. But you can just see it sends the message here, and just like that, the thing is open. And now what you want to do to keep this running in the background is if you kind of like pull, you see what I just did there? I like pulled it down and now it's open, and now I can put other stuff on top of it just to make sure it is still running. So in order to keep it running, you need to have it open like this, and then you can easily just put whatever you want on top of it, and you can just see it is it's just gonna keep running down there. I want to go over audience hijack and go over Spintax also. So this is the message template, but I really recommend doing something called Spintax to the message. So if we go back into ChatGPT, we can tell it to use Spintax on the message template here. So I'm just going to say apply Spintax to this message, and it will do that for us. And then basically you want to manually go through it and just make sure that each of these options are good. And what I've noticed is X is not going to flag you if you have a Spintax like this, but just go through a bit more carefully and just see the pattern here. So it's basically like these brackets is the start of and end of the Spintax, and then each of these or things, which is the thing at like the top right of your keyboard. If you go and click that, that is that like or type of character. And that is how you can make these Spintax messages, which DMDAD supports. So yeah, that's just something I want to add right there. Next, we're going to go through the audience hijack. So what is this? How should you use it in the first place? There's a ton of ways you can use it. You can go to popular profiles. Like let's say we want to go to Alex Hormozy, who has a really like cult-like audience. We can use audience hijack to send a message like, hey name, saw you on Alex's post, just curious, are you into blah, 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 cold outreach. I built a tool and am wondering if you want to try it out for free. So same thing here, have keywords to exclude minimum, maximum followers, ignored if DM'd before. And by the way, the keyword thing automatically does not DM people if you have DM'd them before. So you don't have to worry about DMing people that you've DM'd in the past. It only DMs people you haven't DM'd. So you can, same option, skip verified users, only verified users, like, comment before DMing. This gets more followers and responses, like post before DMing. And I am just going to run this to show you exactly how it works. So what it does is we'll click on every single post, just like this, and it will go through all of the commenters and send them a DM. And you can run this in the background while you do deep work. There's a few more things I want to show you in here that will help you on your journey. I just want to just show you it doing at least one, just kind of DM just to show you it working here. I mean, you can kind of get the point. I'm sure you can. Let's just wait till it's going to click one thing. I know it's going to click one. It's not going to, if it goes to Alex, yeah, it's going to go to Alex Becker. He's going to have too many followers, and it's going to go back. And then we're going to go from there. I think you get the point. I'm going to finally just go with the profile database and then go over with the settings. So this profile database is great for finding accounts if you want to hijack and just having a database, all the accounts you ever come across, because DMDAD uses this database to find infinite accounts to go through to find profiles with keywords for the keyword DMer, and it tracks the messages it tracks people who you sent a DM to before, so it doesn't waste time flicking profiles of people who you already DM. And I decided I'm going to put this in here so you can just get this useful data. I've used it before to find more creators with large audiences that I want to hijack, for example. But there's just so many use cases for it. That's just how I use it. And I'm excited to see what you come up with, to kind of see what you might do with this data. You can even do giveaway posts. So okay, I'll just go through. There's this keywords include. So if you want to like really find specific keywords exclude, minimum, maximum followers. This is a very powerful feature. If you're trying to find people with a lot of audiences, like a lot of clout, you can use this to find a bunch of people once you've been using DM Dad for a while to actually connect with and like pitch partnerships and that kind of stuff. So there's also this open DMs only. So it'll only show accounts that have open DMs. And on the pro plan, you can download all this data. And I've actually done giveaways before of this data that have gone semi-viral around like 10K views that got me around like almost 100 followers in a day by giving away just a bunch of data sheets like this. So yeah, really cool stuff. And you can also go through it yourself to kind of more easily in a sheet, like a spreadsheet style, see all the data. Finally is these settings. So DMDAD isn't going to just go rogue if you forget to like turn it off. It will automatically stop DMing based on your DM goal. If you have a verified account that's like 2 or 3 months old, 2 months old, then you'll be able to send 450 DMs per day safely. But if you're less than that, you might run into some issues. So start small and just kind of raise up from there. But if you don't have a verified account, you can't send more than like 20 per day before you get flagged, like I was talking about before. And then you have to go through a CAPTCHA, which if you do go through a CAPTCHA, by the way, it isn't like, it's not a big deal at all because it's just X making sure that you are human and you are human. Like you're hiring an employee in the browser to do all this kind of stuff for you that just takes forever. Now, next up is the second between actions. I want to just show you this because this can go super fast. 2 is a safe setting. I'm just going to do 1 for a demo purpose because it's just really cool to do. But on the pro plan, you can make it lower, make it go 4 times faster to go through all of these accounts. And it's super safe to do. So I'm just going to show you what it could be if you decide to upgrade. It's just a lot faster. So you really get a lot more benefits and you just speed it up. But yeah, that's pretty much it of this video. If you want tips, like if you want to join the mastermind and support group and just get updates on all the features, you can join the Ghost Sellers Telegram group. But I hope this video has been helpful. I know it will get you more leads and more sales if you use it correctly. My method has always been just slide in the DMs with a lead magnet that's valuable. Get their trust and this make them your fan. And then from there, the world is your oyster. That's my method. That's kind of what I teach, but you can be creative with this. There's many ways to use this tool. Like I'm not going to say my way is the best way. But I hope this was helpful. I hope you get value. If you have any questions, just let me know in the group and have a great rest of your day.